What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back with the Make of the Day, guys. And if you guys don't know, this past Monday, shoe surgeon was sued by Nike in a $60 million lawsuit. Now, this is big news. If you guys been into sneakers for quite some time, if you've known of recent suings of Nike, one recently from Kool Kai. You also have, John Geiger, who's also been sued, Omi and the Hellcat, who's also been sued, Warren Lotus, that kind of started this whole entire suing of recently, but even suings that date back way back in the day. Also, let's not forget, one of the biggest of them all, Bape and Nike, going into a lawsuit as well, all around the copyright, trademarking of Nike products, trade dress codes, and just counterfeit is what Nike's calling it in general. Now, one thing that's always been kind of on a fine line, or even like I have not known the answer to, was customs. Shoes that have been bought from Nike and then customized and then resold. That's always been a thought process of like, okay, if you remove a sole of a shoe, if you remove the logo of the shoe and you put something new on top of it, or in a way almost like refurbish it, is it still that shoe? Could it be still sold as that shoe? Is it still a legitimate Nike product? And there's never been really an answer to that. Now, with that being said, it's still kind of a difference of what shoe surgeon is doing now than what he once was doing. Now, I actually own a shoe surgeon shoe, and this is a collaboration that he did with Chips Ahoy. Now, this is the Chips Ahoy, and this is on an Adidas Forum Low. And from what it seems like, it is a base model of the Adidas Forum Low that has then been painted, has some differences along with the leather being cracked. There's a lot of differences that are going on within this shoe, but there is some additional materials added on, like the Chips Ahoy logo on the tongue, the patch here, the back here. But this was a one product, a friends and family product, not something that I believe was sold to the masses. It was just something that Chips Ahoy did alongside with shoe surgeon to make this product. Now, with that being said, let's dive into the lawsuit and see a little bit more about what is Nike actually coming after shoe surgeon about. So we're gonna give a huge shout out to Hypebeast for providing, their article on this, because we're gonna read a little bit of the article, then we're gonna also go into the actual paperwork itself. As the custom and bootleg market has continued to grow within the sneaker scene, Nike has responded by protecting its brand and IP via lawsuits against prominent parties ranging from Warren Lotus, John Geiger, Bape, and Kool Kai. Now, out of all these people, salutes. Well, I guess two people. Bape has came to a arrangement with, came to a compromise with Nike, and John Geiger as well has came through with his own compromise and has continued to make his product. Kool Kai, for the most part, has lost, and Warren Lotus, I think Warren Lotus also settled as well. I want to say he settled. That's the word we're trying to use, is settle. While the three aforementioned cases have been all settled, a new lawsuit has surfaced, one against the shoe surgeon. The suit demands $60 million in damages, which it notes are the profits the defendant generated from counterfeiting, trebled along with attorney fees related to over 30 Nike marketed trademarks. Now, I said that wrong, but 30 Nike trademarks. The shoe surgeon specializes in selling bespoke creations often based on the existing Nike silhouettes, including working with collaboration to create their own Nike designs without Nike's approval. He's in fact worked with the brand on occasions to craft unique pairs for Nike sponsored athletes like LeBron James. So if you guys don't know, which is crazy, is that he has made shoes along with Nike for, like, here you see LeBron James, I think when he did his 38,000, he broke his record in all-time points. He did something there. And after many attempts to resolve this matter privately, Nike described the situation as swoosh has escalated the matter to a legal one, as first reported by Sneaker Legal. Nike does not only have a problem with the usage of their brand and design, but that shoe surgeon runs classes that teaches people how to replicate their trademarks too. Nike lawsuit follows less than a month after Goyard, whose signature monogram fabric and leather have appeared on the shoe surgeon's custom sneakers, sued the shoe surgeon as well, alleging that the company never received its consent or authorization to use the trade marketed materials, and also that there's no proof that GoGuard material was used was authentic. The shoe surgeon did not immediately respond to the request for comment. However, Nike did share the following statement. So this is what Nike's put out to let you know how serious this matter is. Our goal is to make sure consumers are not misled and have access to authentic Nike Inc. products that are authorized and created according to the high standards with the performance benefits they expect. It is unfortunate that after many attempts to resolve this matter privately, which is insane, so Nike has tried to resolve this without going into this, and it seems as if shoe surgeon has declined. We have to take legal action against the shoe surgeon for counterfeiting, mass customization, and trademark infringement. I'm going to tell you right off the rip, Nike has a case here, and we're going to go more into that later on in the video. In order to safeguard our brand and IP and align with Nike's commitment to protect the consumer from counterfeit Nike products, we are left with no choice but to seek legal solution to address how the shoe surgeon is constructing counterfeit Nike footwear from scratch and selling it as officially branded product. That right there is the icing on the cake. Well, that's just that's the heart of the dough. You feel me? The fact that he's constructing counterfeit Nike footwear from scratch. That is where I think the differences of the customs that he's doing and the customs that we're so used to seeing of someone buying an Air Force One white and painting it and then selling it. Further, the shoe surgeon is teaching others to create counterfeit Nike sneakers. These activities are illegal, deceiving consumers and create confusion in the marketplace around source, authenticity, and quality of Nike products. We value our relationship with the shoe surgeon and do not have any issues with the limited one-of-one customizations he's been doing for us or his clients. So if you send him, he don't mind making the one-on-ones, but it's the mass production. In fact, we value opportunities for our athletes, consumers, and partners to express themselves through their own style and creativity. In the conversation with Hypebeast, Nike's PR team noted that the lawsuit was unfortunate as the brand has long worked with the shoe surgeon on one-off customs for sponsored athletes and have tried to privately resolve the matter for years, but the shoe surgeon scaled up his operation while continuing to promise he would respect Nike's IP rights. It's sad to say, man, they've been trying, it seems like Nike's been honestly trying to do the right thing and work something out, and he's just like, nah, I'm straight, because obviously he making that bread. It's hard to, they're telling him basically to end his whole entire operation. Nike for his complaint against defendants as to the shoe surgeon. So this is just to lay out the complaint and everything that's being set up moving forward. And here we go. What does Nike want? They want the courts to immediately stop shoe surgeon from selling counterfeit shoes, stop his customization classes, stop using Nike intellectual property with his collaborators, and they want money to compensate them for the 30+ trademarks he's willfully used. Damn, bro, they coming for him. And used to make more than $60 million. My man's got some bread. For some reason discussed herein, Nike requests that the court swiftly and permanently enjoins defendants from selling counterfeit and infringing Nike shoes, selling kits, bundles, and other materials along with instructions for making counterfeit and infringing Nike shoes, offering shoemaking customization classes featuring counterfeit and infringing Nike shoes, entering into agreements with third parties using Nike intellectual property in order to create counterfeit and infringing goods, and selling Nike intellectual god damn, man, I can't talk right now. Intellectual property in the form of a digital or virtual goods. So to me, bro, it makes sense, bro. It makes sense. I mean, let's be honest, the shoe surgeon has made a lot of great products out here, a lot of great customs over the years. I'm not going to knock him to that. I'm not going to knock him for the fact that he is very, very talented. But when you really do look at it from the ground, from this outside the box looking in, you start to see that, I mean, what he's doing is kind of no different than what the replica factories are doing. Yeah, he may hand cut things while they may machine cut things, but when you're making something from scratch and then labeling it as the Nike product, that is where the issue comes in hand. And that goes back to what is an actual custom. It goes back to what I said here. If you buy a form, you remove the sole of the form and put another form that you made, or you remove all this material on this upper, or you remove the 3 stripes and you put ostrich 3 stripes, it doesn't matter that you're throwing it on, you know, you're replacing it with something that looks identical. It's still no longer than a Nike product the way you are promoting it. And that goes into his website. Right here, he calls this the AF1 OW Black Croc. Now, this is called, of course, the Off-White, and it says showcasing an upper fully wrapped and luxury Croc exotics in swoosh crafted from an LV prism bag. A zip tie with the shoe surgeon logo, zigzag attached, and air on the midsole completes the details. So this is the issue. You know, this leather here is not leather that comes from Nike, has nothing to do with Nike, is not a Nike product. Hell, even the bag itself is from a Louis V bag, it's stated, and that itself has been cutted. And it goes back to what Goyard says, is that where's the proof that this is a legitimate LV bag that was used, you know? And then you got all this here and you labeled it as an AF1. You go to, I guess it says bespoke, like you go to even more of these things, like all these. Now, a lot of these are the ones of ones that he's done, which they don't have that issue with. But let me see, because if we swing here to shop, here goes the shop. Like this. Now, are these collaborations with Adidas? Premium leathers, a skull logo on the tongue. He's calling it a Samba. He's obviously removing the fact that it's an Adidas and put it there, but it's still the 3 stripes. There's still that confusion. That is the thing that gets people messed up in this counterfeit world, this copyright world, is if there is confusion. If you see this shoe and you don't know the difference between this and another shoe, that's where you can run into these issues. You got these right here, which are also very nice. Don't get me wrong. These are really, really nice. But I'm kind of curious if he buys a base shoe and then removes the layering, puts the layering on a sketch of some sorts and cuts the ostrich in the same exact way and then restitches it on. And by doing that, though, you kind of are then taking away the authentic properties of that shoe. I also have wondered to myself, then what would be the difference if he just threw this on top of the material that was already there? The shoe itself and the base of the shoe would still be that shoe, but then all the other layering on top would be what is removed, if he could get away with that. But it seems as if, you know, he's starting to change things up. And I'm gonna be 100% honest, like I might be tripping, but yeah, bro, I think I'm tripping. Bro, I was just on this man's website, and this was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, I think he literally just took this all down. I think he just took all that down, bro. Y'all see that I cannot find, I was just looking at all of it. Okay, hold on, bro. This is bothering me, because I was just looking at it. I'm trying to see, he had a whole bunch of stuff. He had Air Force Ones, he had Jordan ones, he had a whole bunch of different things on here, unless I'm on the wrong website. Bro, I think he removed this, bro. Like, this is still here, but I can't even find this on his website. Okay, here we go. Collections all. This is where I was at. I don't even know how to get here again, bro, but this is where it's at. This is what I was talking about, you guys. You got AF1 Olive Luxe, AF1 Off-Whites, Illusion Greens with some LVs on here. You got Air Jordan 1. I mean, he's literally labeling all these products as, you know, Jordans, as Air Force Ones, as Nike products. He's labeling it as such. And that's where the problem is. Introducing the Jordan 1 Travis Scott charcoal made from suede charcoal python. Yeah, man. I think the difference here between him and these Chinese, you know, factories is that he makes a lot of this stuff in-house in America. But I mean, what is the base shoe? Are you buying the Travis Scott and then you're removing the paneling up here, around here, and then putting your crocodile, you know, skin or alligator skin and your tumble leather and throwing those layers on top? Regardless of the fact, yes, his logo's there, but it's this swoosh that matters. It's the trade code. And I don't know why he has not settled with them, in my opinion, because personally, after what we saw happen with Kool Kai, specifically on the trade code agreement, if it looks like it, if it is shaped like it, if it used the paneling of it, it is a counterfeit product. So that is where things are really wild. So this is what I was talking about before. This is the trade dress for Jordan. Nike has the same thing for the Air Force One. You cannot create a product that has this same exact look, this same exact paneling. This is their trademark. Like, they will win. And when you look at something like this or this, this is the case here. You feel me? And I think that when you're removing this material, I think that's what's really getting him messed up at the end of the day. It doesn't matter what it is, but you got, you know, shoe surgeon right there. You got this Dior. This looks like a, well, nah, I thought it was satin. It's a leather Jordan 1. Like the paneling, whatever he's doing, he's messing around, removing materials, adding materials. It's no longer a Jordan product, but you're still giving it the Jordan name. And I think that's where he is messed up at and caused an issue. Now, obviously, as he stated before, they don't mind him doing one of one. So you see one here, you see two sizes here, you see one size here. So maybe that's the case. You see a couple sizes on this one. That's probably where it started, you know, causing an issue. You got one of ones is different. If I contact shoe surgeon and say I want a you to make, you know, I got a Travis Scott, I want you to do this and this to it, and I'm gonna pay you for that work, that's fine. But when you start, you know, having a catalog and having all this stuff available for purchase in multiple sizes, multiple colorways and all the above like this, that's where I think the issue came. And then last but not least, now you're making, you know, an academy out of how to make the counterfeit items, how to make, you know, the shoelaces, how to make the layering, how to cut things. Yeah, you are kind of pretty much teaching. It's like having a drug deal class, you know, unfortunately. But I think that he's gonna lose this case. I think that we'll have to see if maybe him and Nike can settle then. I think that he will still be able to do his online courses and teaching people how to make shoes, but you're gonna have to get rid of like all this Nike branding, bro. They want it done data. I don't know the circumstances of, you know, they said that they tried to fix things with him and he didn't make it happen. It sounds like he's being the one that's being difficult here. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But Nike has not been playing, and for the most part, Nike has been winning or coming out on top when it comes to their situations with these other people out here. But the shoe surgeon has been sued for $60 million. And I think he's gonna lose. I think that this is gonna be a huge spotlight for customizers moving forward. I do feel like if you are someone that's just getting a shoe, an Air Force One, and painting, you know, with logos on it and all that, I think you're fine. But when you go into deconstructing and pulling threads out and ripping off layers and putting on new layers and cutting leather and throwing it on there and like that, I think that's where, and then you're selling it as, you know, the Nike Air Force One or whatever, I think that's where the issue at hand comes into play. But yeah, guys, let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section on this one. This one's going to be definitely one that we're going to have to keep up to date on. If you guys love the discussion videos, make sure you let me know and keep it added in the comment section. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all as always, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.